Welcome to Intelus into the Duet platform. Duet's no-code approach enables non-machine learning experts to build custom document classifiers and entity extractors for their unstructured text data, starting with no label data. Converting unstructured text into structured data would help you enhance business analytics, get new insights, and drive automation. Duet has a 3-step process to build models. First, upload your unlabeled data. Second, teach Duet the semantics of your model the way that you teach another human iteratively. Third, deploy your model. In this video, we will focus on exploring data to label during the teaching process. When building a new AI model, you need to define the categories or entities in your schema. Defining the right schema requires a deeper look at the unlabeled data to make sure the schema reflects the categories or entities in the data. In traditional machine learning approaches, the problem owner defines a schema and then writes some labeling guidelines for the data annotators to follow. This process is lengthy, erroneous, and costly. Data labeling has to be redone when the schema changes. In Duet, you build your schema incrementally by adding, deleting, renaming, or moving categories without losing any previous labeling work. Duet adjusts the labels based on schema changes, and conflicts between new schema decisions and existing labels will be shown as marked conflicts ready for you to resolve. When providing you with documents to label, Duet will also select the most informative document while respecting the original data distribution to avoid selection bias. This maximizes human effort by choosing what the model is most confused about. Let's explore the data for a customer support ticket triaging model. You will define your model categories when creating a new classifier. You don't need to define your full schema during the model creation process. You should rather start with the categories that you know of and edit the schema as you explore the unlabeled dataset. Build the schema as you label documents and add features to fix conflicts. Here, we'll begin with 2 top-level categories for payment and order. To start, explore the dataset through keyword search. Searching will query documents based on one or more keywords that exist or that don't exist in this document. So let's search for pay. This looks like it should be sorted under payment. Label it. Now, press Next Sample to move on to the next document in the dataset. From here, try erasing your search query and just pressing Next Sample. Duet has unique technology to select the most informative document while respecting the original data distribution to avoid selection bias. This should optimize the work that you're doing and resolve the things that confuse the system the most. You can only select one label for each document. If you're unsure what to label this document about refunds, but you are sure that it belongs in the training set for the system, don't just move on without labeling. It's probably just because your schema isn't fully developed yet, and you need more time to go through the dataset. Instead, create a refund category to park the documents and come back to review later. Let's put it under payment, but be open to changing its location later. Edit the schema by pressing the pencil button. Press the Add button next to Payment, and then add Refund as a child category. Press Done to commit the schema changes and park the ticket. A conflict arises, so let's take the Intelus favored suggested feature to improve the system's understanding. Now, I've noticed that there seems to be different types of documents being labeled under order. It's not specific enough. Customers are inquiring about changing orders, and some about tracking orders. So let's edit the schema such that change order and track order are children to order. Now, to get a few more labels for the new order categories, let's use search filters to teach the system about change order and track order. Each independent search term is separated by a comma. So let's put in purchase and change. The includes filter will search documents for the terms you want, while the excludes filter will exclude documents that contain the term entered. So let's exclude track. Go into the filters and reverse the terms to get some examples for track issue as well. You may care about certain categories more than others. For instance, if you expect more queries related to payment methods, or if the method's quality is less than others, then it's better to focus on methods. So let's automatically sample more examples to help the system raise the quality bar of payment methods. Click on the drop-down menu for the Next Sample button and choose Payment Methods. This will bring to your attention tickets that confuse the system most about the payment methods category. Now, before we finish, let's return to the refund category. We've been parking them here, but I don't think the refund belongs under payment. So let's go edit the schema and move it to be a sibling of payment rather than a child. As you can see, we can move it and no relabeling is required. The system automatically adapts to the schema move. So with Duet, you can kiss the days of a lengthy, erroneous, and costly labeling process goodbye. Duet allows you to edit your schema at any time without redoing work that's already been accomplished. It highlights conflicts that emerge so that you can fix them, and it suggests features to better help the model understand. And it provides the most informative documents to help maximize your efficiency in a non-biased way. With all this, Duet helps you power your application with AI in just a few hours.